Okay, next question is even longer.
Okay.
This person, Jav George, is asking about lodgers and subtenants.
Yeah.
So he goes on to say, is it obligatory for everyone living in a flat to have a contract with the landlord? I'm planning to move in with 2 friends, but one of them is still undecided. So I need to know if my friend and I could sign a contract with the landlord, and if my undecided friend could afterwards just move in. Is there any special agreement that must be reached between the undecided friend and the landlord when he moves in? What would his status be if he moved in later with no contract signed? And would we get evicted if the contract does not prohibit us from subletting or taking lodgers in? Thank you in advance for your answers.
Right, okay.
Quite a big one there.
Yeah, it's a long question, but yes, an interesting one. Thanks for that. Yeah, the answer really is that yes, your undecided friend should really make up their mind and be on that tenancy agreement, if for no other reason than the fact that if you're all chipping in for the rent and then that friend doesn't for some reason and just tells you that he's not going to pay, the landlord can only look to you and your other friend for that rental payment. So in other words, you'll be responsible for 50% rather than a third. So what you could try and do as a form of compromise is to let the landlord know that at this stage it's only 2 of you, but it may be 3. Would that be okay? Because as you know by the sound of it, most tenancy agreements do prohibit subletting, because the last thing that the landlord wants is to meet a very nice tenant, i.e. you, and then you just sublet various rooms to any number of people that he hasn't actually met. Also, that could lay landlords open for having a house in multiple occupation, which is where you have numerous unrelated people living in the same property, which brings a whole load of problems to that landlord if that were the case. So he will only want to let to you 2 or the third person, but you can hopefully appeal to his better nature and he may be flexible on that and allow a later sublet in effect. So I hope that helps a bit. If you've got any other queries, just let me know. Okay, thank you very much once again for sending in your 3 questions. We've enjoyed answering them. Don't hesitate to send in any others. Thank you very much.